everyone. Yesterday I posted this girl's treat card on my blog, and I've had people ask me how I made it. So now I'm going to show you how I did it, but I'm going to use the boys version. To make the boys version of that card, you need a piece of cardstock, 4x8, scored at 4 inches. I used the yellow. A piece of the blue, 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. A piece of yellow, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. A piece of yellow that is roughly 2 1/2 by 2 1/8. The tab punch, a 1 3/4 inch circle punch, which coincidentally perfectly fits the sweet treat cup which we require from Stampin' Up. You need a stamp, ink, adhesive and sticky strip, and some ribbon and scissors, and a pen and a ruler. Now the first thing you're going to do after you score this is you're going to put some marks on the front of your card. You're going to go in 1/2 inch from the side, and you're going to lightly draw a line part way down. Then you're going to measure down from the top 1 3/8. Now that is the center, exactly where the center of your treat cup will be. So then you can extend that line to the first line you drew. That's where you're going to punch your hole for your treat cup. So you're going to take your 1 3/4 inch circle punch, center that line as best you can, and punch a hole. Now you'll have a hole that's no closer to the top than 1/2 inch, no closer to the side than 1/2 inch. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to take your blue square and a very, very little bit of adhesive, just enough to hold it. Center it on your card front. When you have it centered like you want, that little bit of adhesive should hold it well enough for you to do this step. Turn it over and trace your hole. Remove the blue and cut a circle lined up with your pen markings. Okay, you can try that. Looks pretty good. Okay, now you're going to do exactly the same thing with your yellow square on top of the blue. So take a little wee bit of adhesive, stick it down until you're happy with where it is. Be a little bit gentle because it's not stuck well. Trace your circle, remove it from your blue, and punch out your circle. Okay, now the next step is easiest before you put the treat cup in. Take your ink and your stamp, whatever stamp you want to use. I'm using this cute little chick. Ink it up and stamp it down in the corner. There you go. Okay, now you can take your treat cup, and I want you to put a little wee bit of sticky strip in a couple of places. Just 3 or 4, just enough so that the cup stays adhered to your card front. It doesn't matter if it hangs over, because it's all going to be stuck in the end. Okay, now you're going to peel the red protective barrier from your sticky strip. I always find that if I get stuck one side, I try the other side. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. Now, you're just going to line that up behind your card front and adhere it down. Now you're going to take your blue piece, and you can just use regular adhesive for this. Apply some adhesive, going fairly close to the edge. On the blue. And at the same time, you're going to take and remove the adhesive backing from the rim of your treat cup. There we go. Unpeel this. And you're going to line it up on top of your blue piece. Like so. Now at this point, if you wanted to add a little bit of writing or something to the card, feel free. Now, you're going to take this piece here and you're going to add some adhesive to it, but you're going to leave this area free so that you can put a slider in. And I like to do this as well with sticky strip just to make sure that it lasts. Try to make your area about 2.5 inches wide, that you do not use sticky strip. And about 3 inches long. What you're doing is you're making a little channel for the slider. Now the last piece, put it fairly close, as close to the edge as you can get it. Now you see you have an open area. Okay, let's remove the red layer. And you're going to adhere this to the card front. Now on the girls, I put quite a large piece of ribbon. I decided not to do that for the boys. I don't know why, I just thought maybe most little boys wouldn't want so much ribbon. Now I want you to take your slider and try it. And it fits perfectly. Okay, you can pull it out. I'm going to round the edges just because I like the edges rounded. And I'm going to take a scrap of blue and the tag punch, and I'm going to punch it out. Now here also, if you wanted, you could stamp something on it. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to use some adhesive and adhere to all over the inside of the tag. Now, line your tab up, centering it as well as you can. Mine is a little bit crooked. Oh well. And then let's just try it again. It should fit nicely in there. And it does. Now you can stamp on the tab, you can put an embellishment, you can do whatever you want. Now, take your candy, I used Easter M&Ms because this is an Easter card. Fill your hole. Put your slider in. And there you have it. The recipient can take the candy out without wrecking the card. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of blue ribbon. I'm going to tie a little bow. Now since I'm using ribbon, I'm just going to use a little glue dot. Put the ribbon down here. And fix the bow. And there you have a cute little boy version. And like I say, you can take the candy out without ruining the card. And you can also stamp a little greeting in here if you want. There, I hope that explains how I did it. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.